you give us 30 seconds of Holy?
Yes, I can. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, 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 holy. Holy, holy, holy. It's a very simple song, straight to the point. And we even throw a couple other words in there too. Mighty, mighty, mighty. Mighty, mighty, mighty. Just worshiping God, acknowledging who he is, releasing that into the atmosphere, releasing that into the earth.
So when you heard that in its final mix, what was your reaction?
Tears. Tears! Talk about a cry baby. What? Yeah, sobbing, ugly crying, actually. Mm-hmm. Holy was birthed in a moment of worship. We were in church and flowing in the spirit. We were still in praise and worship. And the spirit was so heavy in the room. I mean, people were crying out. There were people on the floor just bowed down. And I could actually literally see angels flying around the room. And as I was seeing the angels fly around the room, I just kept hearing holy, holy, holy. And I just started to sing what I heard coming from heaven. And that's literally how Holy was birthed in church during praise and worship. Honestly, in the moment with so many moving pieces, that was one of the first times that I feel like it just flowed like butter. I didn't second guess it. I didn't think about it. We literally just flowed straight into it. And the beauty of that moment, everyone felt like it was like we rehearsed it. It was really almost like the singers and the band had rehearsed this moment, the way everything fell into place. So going from that moment where Holy was birthed to getting the final product, it had to be live again. It had to be authentic again. So we recorded it when we did the Evolution worship gathering. And that was the first of many gatherings that we've had. And we did Holy that night and we recorded it. And what transpired in that room is why we ended up making Holy a maxi single instead of just a one-track single, because we wanted to keep the authenticity of the night, and we just broke it up from the intro to the meat of the song, literally until the worship moments that transpired after that. It was so hard to like pick and choose, like, oh, we keep this. So I was like, let's do a maxi single, which some people might think is crazy to do for your first release, but it's what the Lord said. So here we are.
What fears or faith steps came into actually releasing your debut single?
I honestly would say there were more faith steps than fears, because Holy was done when we walked off that stage that night. The faith steps came with trusting other people, like trusting the team, trusting my producer, trusting my sound engineer, to execute the sound while staying true to just it being raw, not overproducing it and stuff. And also to trusting their opinions and their expertise on, let's do this, put this here, take this out, do that. Also faith steps in the timing. I thought Holy would be out by now. Let me tell you something, in the way I have been harassed behind the song, y'all getting your song. It's coming. I promise. It's here. But even I thought that Holy would be out way before this. But God's timing is the best timing. And even now in this moment, I truly understand why it was not out sooner. I'm glad actually that it was not out sooner. Thank you, Jesus. But that was huge, because I did have a lot of moments where it's just like I thought things would turn out a certain way and it did not. So just keeping the faith, like, okay, God, I know that you said that it would be out. I know that you said this is the first one. It was just a matter of trusting God's time. What ministers to me most when we do this song, honestly, it's that feeling of being at his feet, that closeness, that nearness to him is what ministers to me most. When our hearts are postured in unity in one room and he meets us, that nearness, that closeness is really what ministers to me the most. And it's not about what I want, but if it is about what I want, I don't want them necessarily to feel like an emotional feeling. It's like I want God to capture them. I want them to feel a reverence for God. I want them to know, like, oh, hold on, like, wait a minute. This is something else. This is something deeper. This is something literally higher than I. That is more important really than anything, because understanding and knowing who God is in his sovereignty, in his holiness, in his entirety, changes our perspective as we serve him. It changes our perspective as we surrender to him daily. It changes our perspective as we go through those exchanges in dying to ourselves and taking on the life that he gives. And even in our obedience, because it's hard to obey and to follow someone when you don't truly understand who they are, because you can't respect somebody if you don't, know who they are. You have to acknowledge you can't respect them fully. Let me fix that. You can't respect people fully and to the extent that you should without knowing who they are, the place that they hold. And with God, you have to get to know him personally, get to know him as the one who was holy, the one who was mighty, the one who holds all power, the one who was worthy of everything. And then why is he worthy? And that comes with, and then that draws to, okay, well, hold on, let me get to know more about this God. Let's open our Bibles and let's have a conversation and let's go and worship in person. And, that's why I think it's really important to have the gatherings, so that people can be free and setting an atmosphere and curating an atmosphere where people literally feel free to do whatever, like worshiping God in whatever way they feel. If they want to raise their hands, if they want to run around, if they want to bow, if they want to wave their flags, if they want to just put on their prayer shawl and holler out, like, do that. No one's going to judge you. We're actually going to join you. And I think that's also the importance too of journeying with him, because people need that. People, I feel Little C Church has put so many stipulations on, well, we have to do it this way, and it has to, all right, we only got so much time. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to put a time frame on the Lord. Let's do what he wants us to do and allow people the freedom to express their worship to him. So, yeah.